Hey, it's Mr. Carvajal again. So, how do you feel about reading? A lot of kids do not like reading, they do not enjoy reading. And a big part of the problem is the way they've learned how to read. And of course, all the distractions they have and things they can do besides reading. So, we need to power up our reading skills if we're going to pass the English STAR tests. And there's several things that you can do that a lot of other teachers probably don't talk about. The main thing that is important is using your imagination. You've got to picture it in your head, make a movie in your mind. And that's the thing that our society is big on, right? Screens. We got screens on our phones, screens on our computers, screens at home for TVs. We got screens all over the place. And if we don't create a screen with our imagination in our minds, there is no screen for a book. We have to create that screen. So we're going to use our imagination when we read, make a movie in our minds, and be prepared to be amazed because your brain is much more powerful than any computer, than any Hollywood graphics. And when you're having the movie in your mind, it's like it's happening to you. It's much more real and immediate to read a book once you get good at reading than it is to watch any kind of movie. And if you practice, you'll find out what I mean. When you're reading, one of the best things to do is if you don't know a word, instead of stopping and worrying about it and trying to figure it out, just skip over it or just say blah. And you can also kind of follow the cursor as you read. That makes a difference. I like putting it at the end of the line to keep my eyes focused on where I'm reading. And that makes a big difference when I'm reading on the computer. If I'm reading on a book, reading on paper, I like to put my finger on the page and use that to keep my eyes focused on the line so I can follow better. So these things make a big difference. When we're solving multiple choice questions, several things you can do to have a better chance of doing well. Main thing is, of course, go back and verify. If it says something's happening in paragraph 14, we'll go back to paragraph 14. If it says, oh, the simile in paragraph 11, we'll go back to paragraph 11 and find the simile. For reading questions, if you don't know a word in the question or you don't know one of the words in the answer, definitely go and check it. Go in the dictionary, look it up, find the word or the closest part of the word, and see if that can help you figure out the meaning. And if you'd like to do some more reading practice, you can click here. There's a great reading article about how two men fight to survive, and I'll have that linked up here pretty soon. And thinking about reading skills, this idea of saying blah and using your imagination. Had you ever thought of that before? Had anybody ever talked to you about that before? Take some notes. Tell me what you think. Tell me how it might help you. And see you in just a little bit. Next up, fiction multiple choice strategies. And we'll add it on to what we said there.